You meet someone. Maybe it's a stranger, a mentor, a spiritual friend, a lover, and something about them clicks. You feel seen, you feel understood, like this person just gets you without you needing to explain yourself, and your heart, it flies open. But here's what many people don't talk about when you live with a trauma shaped ADHD. That spark you feel is not always safe. That instant connection, it's always a dopamine surge. Because your brain is wired to chase what feels exciting, especially after years of feeling unseen, misunderstood, or too much. That connection sets off fireworks in your brain. Finally, someone who gets me. And in that rush, your inner guard dog falls asleep. You stop scanning. You stop questioning. You feel so good, so safe that you overshare. You reveal too much, too fast. And before you know it, you are already invested. You didn't learn how to protect your energy. Not really. Because as a child, your boundaries were not just ignored, they were erased. You learned that keeping others happy was safer than being authentic. You were taught that love was something to earn by overgiving, over explaining, and ignoring your own needs. So now, as an adult, the moment someone shows interest or warmth, you mistake it for safety. You tell them your story, your wounds, your dreams. You don't even stop to ask, do they deserve that version of me? And that's where it begins. Not because you are naive, but because you were never taught that your truth is sacred. It's not a gift for everyone. There are people in this world who know exactly how to read that dopamine high in your eyes. They know how to mirror your light back to you, not because they love it, but because they want to use it. They say the right things. They match your rhythm. They reflect your interest. And you think, wow, we are so aligned. But what you're seeing, it's not them. It's you, your own light bouncing off the mirror. And that mirror, it hides something colder. While you are talking, they are studying. While you're sharing, they are taking notes on what excites you, what makes you trust, what you long for. They learn how to hook you into staying with compliments, with spiritual language, with shared dreams or false opportunities. And by the time your gut starts whispering, this doesn't feel right, you are already deep in the web. And living feels like betrayal, not just of them, but of that beautiful story you wanted to believe in. When you start noticing the red flags, when the words don't match their actions, when things feel off but you cannot explain why, your nervous system panics. Because now you are doubting the very connection that made you feel alive. You may start blaming yourself. Did I misread this? Did I expect too much again? You don't want to be too sensitive. You don't want to be wrong again, so you stay. And that's how the cycle continues. You shrink, you silence your inner voice, you become someone who twists yourself to keep the peace. And even though part of you knows it is not right, the guilt of living feels heavier than the pain of staying. So let's break the spell. Let's make it safe to slow down. When you meet someone who lights you up, pause. Let that excitement rise, but don't act from it right away. Give yourself time to feel, watch, and listen. Ask, do their words stay steady over time? Do they respect your space? Are they showing up for you or just showing off? Create a sacred pause between the offer and your answer. A breath, a check-in, a moment to ask, do I feel safe? Do I feel seen for who I really am? Or just who they want me to be? You don't owe your story to everyone who makes you feel something. You don't have to give your time, your energy, or your heart just because someone reflects your light. Because your light is yours. And it's not here to be consumed, it's here to be cherished. Protecting yourself doesn't make you cold. It means you are learning to finally love yourself the way you've loved others, with fierce loyalty, deep respect, and sacred boundaries. You deserve that. You always have. If this spoke to you, know you are not broken. You are wired for connection, but now you are learning to protect the container it comes in. If this helped, share it with someone else whose light has been taken for granted. And until next time, keep trusting your gut. Keep choosing you. You are allowed to shine and stay safe at the same time.